Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is iamcreshanicole. Some of you may have found this video or come to my channel based on a video I posted on my Instagram feed about getting ready to do a series of videos for nurse entrepreneurs. So this is video 1 of I don't know how many. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna break them up so I have videos that are not too long, because I don't like watching videos that are really too long. So I don't want to post videos that are really too long. So I am going to break this video up and post it across the next couple of days. So some of you may remember that I posted a video about starting a telemedicine business, Urgent NP, and it is based in Maryland. Now, I am giving you guys information based on my own personal experience starting a business, having a business, the ups and downs, the hurdles, everything based on my own experience. Some of these things may vary depending on the state you're in. Where you go to get things done, whichever state department, may vary. The way I opened a business in Florida is similar, but not exactly the same as the way I opened a business in Maryland. So just keep that in mind. You guys are still gonna have to do your own research based on where you are, and just use the information that I'm giving you as a foundation, okay? Now I do have my handy dandy poppin' notebook, because this notebook actually has a lot of the information I put down, and I'm basically gonna be going through this with you guys, and it has a lot to do with my research. So when I was getting ready to start the Urgent NP, I made basically a checklist, which I am going to go over with you. So number 1, you absolutely need to be as organized as you possibly can, even if you are new. Meaning, get a notebook, start a checklist. Write down everything you know you need to do, and then you can add to the list as you learn of other things that you will need to do to get your business going. The first thing I have on here is register the business, Urgent NP, whatever your business is. I just started the Organized Nurse, which is an online store for digital downloads for nurses. So it doesn't matter if it's like the Urgent NP, whether it's the Organized Nurse, it's whatever the business that you have, whatever it is, write down. You need to register it. You need to make it legal. Once you register the business, you do need to get an oh my goodness, EIN. I don't know. I have so many acronyms in my brain that I'm just, So you need to register. The best, in my opinion, the best resource for this to get it all done is LegalZoom. Reason being is because LegalZoom is owned and operated for the most part by attorneys, so you know it's going to be done right. You can trademark your business name. You can do a trademark search through LegalZoom. You can register it with your state. You can get your EIN, and it is all done legally, correctly. You can even pay for like a monthly subscription to basically have legal representation, and that is totally up to you. If I had to give you a ballpark of how much money you would need to register your business with LegalZoom, I would say probably around $400 to $500. So in nurse lingo or RN lingo, that is about a day overtime, because it's 12-hour shifts you work typically in a day. A day to 1 to 2 days overtime for you. So if you really want to start a business, you really want to do this, you are going to do what it takes. That's saving 1 to 2 days of pay, or working 1 to 2 days of overtime to have the money to register your business the right way through LegalZoom. The next thing I have is, if you are a nurse practitioner and you want to open a medical practice in your state, you really need to find out if nurse practitioners can practice autonomously on your own without the supervision of a physician. So I'm going to get into the research on that, but you really need to figure that out. If you are not trying to open a medical practice and you just want to own a business, whatever it is, if it's selling scrubs, if it's selling nurse bags, whatever it is, you don't have to worry about that. Anybody can own anything. You can have absolutely no license in that field or whatever. You don't even need a license to open an e-commerce store. You don't. You can own anything and just have your focus be on nursing, nurses, nursing students. Doesn't matter if you want to offer tutoring, you want to sell yourself, your knowledge. You don't need, any oversight for that. You can do that as long as you have customers out there that want to hear what you have to say, that want to buy what you're selling. You don't need to worry about that. You only need to worry about if you plan to practice, to use your nursing license, RN or nurse practitioner. You need to find out what restrictions you have in your state. Now, if you are going to be practicing using your nursing license in your business, let's say you want to open a medical clinic as a nurse practitioner, you want to register as a Medicaid, Medicare provider, you want to get credentialed through, I can't think of the name, I'm probably going to put it in the description box, but you want to get credentialed for the insurance companies so you can bill the insurances. Sorry about any kind of background noise you guys hear. I'm in my garage, so you may hear cars driving by. You may even hear a child or two screaming. Just bear with me. Also, you want to get in a Ability account. Ability allows you to check insurances to see if they are active. So if you have a medical practice, you want to get an Ability account. Some nurse practitioners may not know this, or nurses may not know this, because this is something that's typically done by the front desk staff. Typically the front desk staff, when they're getting ready to book an appointment, confirm an appointment, they will check to ensure the insurance is active if you are billing insurance companies. Now, I have not personally been on Ability because I don't accept any insurance for UrgentNP. It's just a flat fee. You pay for the visit and that is all. To me, that is the most uncomplicated, simple way to do it. Eventually, yes, I will accept insurances when I'm able to move the company to Florida where I am. I will be accepting different insurances, but right now it's just cash. So to me, that's simple. Also, you want to look into your electronic health records company, whatever site you're going to use. Now, I use Careo, K-A-R-E-O. I feel like Careo is amazing. I did contact eVisits, and I think I put this in another video. They don't really work with small companies, so that's, if you don't have multiple providers, then eVisits is not going to be good for you as far as telemedicine goes. I did in the past own a home health agency as an LPN. Let me just be clear, you can own anything you want to own. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to practice or use your license. So you have to do the research and just be careful, because just because you own it, which you can do as a nurse, does not mean that you'll be able to practice in that business as a provider of nursing care. So when I owned a home health care business, I focused on CNAs. I just sent out no home health aides, just CNAs out to do activities of daily living and things like that. To me, that was super simple. It was one of the easiest licenses to obtain through AHCA, AHCA, in Florida. So that's the one I did. If you want to own a larger home health care agency where you're going to be employing nurses, you're going to be employing maybe even some type of therapist, like occupational therapy, CNAs, then that license costs more. I cannot tell you what it costs now. You have to do the research in your state. But also, when you're owning a business like that, you need to have typically some type of administrator that has an RN license in Florida. depending on how in depth you go, you may have to have a medical director that is a physician. Keep that in mind. Write that down in your notebook if you're interested in having a home health care agency, because that is a little bit more in depth than just sending CNAs out. If you want to own a business doing legal nurse consulting, there is an additional certification that you need. You need to become a legal nurse consultant. And when I looked into that, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, it was a pretty expensive license. I'm sorry, certification. It was I want to say the one site I came across, it was around $1,500 to $2,000 to get that certification. There may be some sites that are more expensive. There may be some that offer courses that are less expensive. That's just the one that I came across, and I don't remember it. You actually have to do your research on that. Also, you need to pay your local taxes. That means that whatever city that your business is in or county, you have to pay local taxes. In Florida, where I am, it's called a local business tax receipt. It used to be called an occupational license, a business license. So it's no longer called that. It's called a local tax receipt, business tax receipt, whatever I just said. And that is usually cheap, less than $100. And you pay it on like an annual basis. But that is basically giving the county, the city, giving you rights to run a business in this location. So you have to pay on the very local basis, but local arena. You have to pay on the state level also, because you have to register your business name and do all of that stuff. Now, when you get ready to open a bank account, I swear that's probably the easiest thing that you'll do, because all you need is proof that you've registered your business with the state. And you need your EIN, which if you went through LegalZoom, you have all of that stuff. You have your business name legally yours. You have your EIN. So, and by the way, getting the EIN is free. Let's see. Now, marketing. This is a thing that will really, I swear to God, this is what makes a lot of businesses fail. If no one knows that your business exists, you're doomed. You are doomed, you're doomed. Now, granted, things are not going to happen overnight. You're not going to all of a sudden in the first month, 2 months, maybe even years, start booming. You may not. It happens for some people, but it is absolutely not guaranteed. You have to get your business name out there. You have to get it in people's minds. You have to just get it out there. Now, I know you guys are aware of the marketing through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of these things. I have no idea how to market through YouTube, but I have absolutely done some marketing through Facebook and Instagram. My personal opinion is it's not worth it necessarily to pay for an ad through social media. I paid for an ad recently for the Organized Nurse, which is my digital downloads website, and I said I'm just gonna put a budget of $100 on here. And the reason why I didn't go over that is because I've done this before. Facebook is owned by Instagram. Instagram is owned by Facebook, and it's all the same. I don't care if you put $300 on it. They'll tell you, oh, this is going to reach 600,000 people. And then when you're actually looking at the insights, you're actually seeing how many people did my post reach. It may reach 1,000. It may reach 1,500. And about 40 may actually click on your ad. Maybe one will purchase. And that's a big maybe. So it's hard for me to say, based on my experience, that you should just go out there and market through Facebook or Instagram. I do not know about YouTube yet, whenever I decide to market through YouTube, I will absolutely let you guys know about the process. Another thing with Facebook and Instagram marketing is when you get ready to upload your image, whatever you want the customer to see, you have to be careful because they have to approve your ad. So be careful of what you put in it. If it has too many words on it, it won't be approved. It is I honestly don't know how they figure out what to approve and what not to approve, but I do know if it has too many words on the image, they don't like to approve that. One of the apps that I use, and I've just started using it really a lot, is Canva, C-A-N-V-A, Canva, and it makes some very professional looking ads. So I suggest that you download Canva to make your social media images, your ads. Even if it's something that you are just posting on your pages for your business, use some type of app like Canva or PixArt to make your images, because one of the things that I feel like potential customers don't like is when you try to use your camera phone, if you don't have an awesome camera, and you post these I don't know what, low quality images. People don't trust that you're going to be a professional business. They don't trust that the products will be received on time. They don't trust that the products will be of good quality, and they honestly base that on your social media sites, your Instagram page, your Facebook page. I am not big for a Facebook page as far as business goes, and that's just because Instagram is just booming now. But if you want to advertise through Instagram, you have to have a Facebook, because Facebook owns Instagram. They make you create a business page if you don't have one. So that's what it is. The site that I use for business cards or different little things, I love Vistaprint and I love Zazzle. I will put these names in the description below so you guys can check out their websites. None of these people are giving me anything to post this video. Of course, I've been using it for years. When I had my makeup brand, I used Vistaprint, I used Zazzle. So I have been using these for probably 9 years now. So let's see. Also, the next thing that you want to focus on is, as far as your business goes, what are you going to be doing? What kind of services are you offering? Number one, are you offering your nursing services to potential clients, patients, or are nurses your clients? So are you trying to sell to nurses, or are you trying to sell yourself as a nurse? What are you doing? So you kind of have to figure out which side are you on. If you want to have a medical business, if you want to offer IV infusions or whatever, you need to make a list of the services you will provide. Write that down. Do a little research. If you're unclear on whether you can provide these services with your license, you need to check with your state board of nursing. If it's not on the website, if it's not clear for you to just figure it out, email them. Talk to these people. They are more than happy to answer your question. If they don't know, you won't know. They'll just find out and then give you the correct information in the email. I've done this over the years, a long time ago with my very first nursing business. I want to say probably 10 years ago, and they will talk to you. So email your state, your board of nursing, tell them I'm trying to own a business as a nurse through, with using my nursing license. I want to make sure that I can do this. If you're an LP and an RN and you want to provide some services that will require an order, get a document, your business document with orders saying that patient's primary care provider is signing off that you can provide whatever that service is. Okay, so you may think, I need a physician's order to do this service. I need a physician order. I cannot afford to pay a doctor to be my supervising physician or to write protocol orders for me, then you will have to have a physician write, you know, sign off. My phone is ringing, so give me just 1 second. Hello?
Hey, what y'all doing?
I'm making a YouTube video, actually, just kind of.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to see what y'all need. All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, just grab anything.
Okay.
All right, bye. All right, sorry about that. That was my husband. So now, so yeah, you have to create some type of form, like an order form, and have the patient take it to their primary care provider to basically sign off on the order, giving you permission to provide that service. So that will basically clear you legally, saying, I'm not just administering medical whatever. I had an order from the medical provider, whether it's a PA, nurse practitioner, or physician, and make sure that the patient brings that prior to providing those services. If nurses are your potential customers, I mean, that's pretty easy. You just selling whatever you're selling, and it's just selling it to people who are nurses. So if you have a scrub business, you know, that's easy. You just try to get the attention of nurses. So let's say, for example, you are running an ad through Instagram, running an ad through Facebook. You want to, it's going to ask you the type of audience that you're trying to reach. You can basically put in hashtag nurses or whatever and try to have those ads be shout out to basically excuse me, sorry about that, have those ads get the attention of anybody with nurses, RN, LPN, nurse practitioner on their profile. It'll pick it up and it'll send that ad to that particular audience. So yeah, that's what I would do. Just get focused. Now, I cannot stress enough to you guys the importance of marketing. When it's time to start your business, you may want to do some research on marketing. I have definitely got caught up in seeing what other people are doing. Other people are selling their knowledge on how to attract customers. I'm sure if you are into entrepreneurship, if you have searched entrepreneurship, you will see all of these things start coming to you just because of the way the internet is right now. If you search start a business on Google, when you go to Facebook, when you go to Instagram, you all of a sudden see ads about starting a business. So for me, I have so many ads about how to get about marketing and how to grab the attention of potential customers. So there's one company that I have paid for a webinar. I have paid for as far as the e-commerce business, I have purchased the list of wholesale suppliers. You guys may have seen this too if you're really into starting a business, depending on whatever. And I have absolutely paid for information. I think my camera just shut off. I'm not saying that's wrong or a waste of at all, but basically what you're doing is you're just fattening the pockets of those individuals, and you may have just a little bit of takeaway from those webinars, from that information. It is always good to gain knowledge, always good. But I suggest searching YouTube and getting the knowledge basically free to you. Because if a person's channel grows enough, they will get paid eventually. But as a newcomer, you don't necessarily want to keep paying for ebooks and information on in too many different sources to get the knowledge to how to get customers to you, how to market, because all you're doing is fattening the pockets of the person that's selling you that information. Not to say that you shouldn't, make those purchases because I did, and I have. The reason why I stick to this one female now is because I do feel like I learned enough from her social media, from her digital products, from her webinar. I have learned enough to where I don't feel like I wasted money. And besides that, her products are super cheap. She may sell some digital download with a boatload of information for $9. And what is $9? I mean, I literally can skip a meal at McDonald's or Wendy's, and then that's my money right there. So I'm not mad at her for that. Also, what was I gonna tell y'all? It's coming to me. Give me a minute. I started a wish list, a private wish list on Amazon in preparation for Urgent NP moving to Florida. So what I would suggest you guys do, because I've done this with my other businesses as well. Amazon has like 99% of the things you're going to want for your business, whether it's shipping boxes, whether it is I don't know, a centrifuge if you open a clinic. Trust and believe Amazon probably has it. Start a wish list, especially if you're on a budget. Find everything you think you might need for your business and put it on that wish list. As you have extra money, buy 1 or 2 things at a time and just start stocking up. Okay, if you're serious about your business, you're going to use these things eventually in the future. Go ahead and stock up. That way it doesn't feel like your startup amount is so high. If you think I'm going to need about $10,000 to start this business and you don't have $10,000, that sounds like a whole lot. So if you fight off 1 thing at a time, 2 things at a time, eventually, before you know it, you're going to have everything you need to just go, okay? Don't try to necessarily just, oh my God, I got to get everything right now. Rome wasn't built in a day. Some of these businesses that you see, that you follow, started off very small. So just respect and enjoy the journey. You will eventually get to where you need to be. Just because you're not making money at the time in your business, once it first launches, doesn't mean that you need to give up. There's a lot of people looking for the services that you are providing. Let's say it is a scrub company. You're selling scrubs. Like my favorite scrub, swear to God, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, is Janu. Jaanu, I don't know, something. I love those scrubs. They're really expensive. But just because I love Janu scrubs doesn't mean I won't buy somebody else's scrubs, okay? You have to keep in mind that there is somebody looking for exactly what you are trying to sell. They just haven't found you yet. So don't give up. Don't give up at all. I'm going to cut the video right here because again, I don't want the video to be too long. And I'm just gonna check on my kids and do some things. So I will be back with another video. The next video in the series is going to be on doing your research for a nurse practitioner led practice. If you are not interested in that in particular, you can skip that video, but I'm going to be focusing on doing research for that particular business. The video after that will be doing research, figuring out everything you need to own a e-commerce business to sell any type of nursing product, as far as scrubs, nursing bags, digital downloads, all the research I did for the businesses that I have. And another video I'm going to do today is basically selling online, because I recently, actually about 2 days ago, canceled a couple of different subscriptions because they were just no good. And I mean, I paid for them in the beginning. I paid for them and I canceled them because I'm like, this was such a waste of money. I can get everything I need done on this one site instead of having different sites to do email lists for this and, you know, whatever for that. No, we're not gonna do all that. We're not gonna waste money where we don't have to. So I will definitely give you guys my experience on that and help you so you don't have to waste any money. Anyway, okay, you guys, comment, like, subscribe. See you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.